Veterans Day, which used to be called Armistice Day, was first observed on November 11, 1919. It was set aside as a day to thank and honor those who had served in the Great War, which is now called World War I. On this day, all Americans faced the east and observed 2 minutes of silence at exactly 11 o'clock. This was the time that the armistice or peace treaty was signed that officially ended World War I. Now every November 11th we recognize Veterans Day as a day to thank and honor all veterans. Veterans are men and women who served in one of the 5 military groups: the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, and Coast Guard. Canada and Great Britain also celebrate this day. On Armistice Day in 1921, an unknown soldier was buried at Arlington National Cemetery as a symbol of all unknown soldiers who have died for our country. Unknown soldiers are also buried there from World War II, the Korean War, and Vietnam. A small historical marker only a few blocks away from Pershing sits quietly at the corner of Ogden, Ridgeland, and 34th Streets behind the Laverne Education Center. This simple plaque attached to a small boulder contains the name of 11 Berwyn men and women who gave their lives to fight for freedom in World War I. For many years it was overgrown and forgotten until concerned residents brought it to the attention of the village, and now sits proudly and clean and refurbished for all to read and remember the ultimate sacrifice of those men and women. In 2011, the Berwyn City Council voted to give this site historical landmark status to ensure that it will always be here as a reminder of these sacrifices. The plaque was presented by the Women's Club of Berwyn and dedicated in 1919, only 1 year after the Great War ended. Berwyn's veterans are remembered at a memorial site at the Berwyn City Hall. The names of many Berwyn veterans are etched into stone. Flags and wreaths are placed at the memorial to remember and honor those Berwyn residents who gave their lives for our country. General John J. Pershing is a veteran that is meaningful to our school community. General Pershing is the highest-ranking military officer ever. He's considered above 5-star generals that he's considered to have mentored. Pershing School hosts a flag raising ceremony every Veterans Day as a way to pay honor and tribute to our nation's veterans. As on every Patriotic Day, Mr. Tom Day, founder of many organizations and volunteer groups, including Bugles Across America, leads the Pershing School Community flag-raising ceremony. Mr. Day heads a volunteer group whose goal is to have a real bugle playing taps at every veteran's funeral. Mr. Day has played taps for over 4,500 veteran funerals. He has played for presidents, mayors, and many other dignitaries at Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and Independence Day ceremonies, at major sporting events like bowls, to area racetracks, and has led countless parades in Chicago, Washington, D.C., and many other cities. Mr. Day also organized a veterans color guard called the Black Sheep Squadron and the Colonel Joe Day Memorial Flight in honor of his father, who was the founder of Civil Air Patrol in Illinois. The TAPS flag was designed by Tom Day. He presented it to Pershing School to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the writing and playing of taps. The flag shows General Daniel Butterfield and his bugler Private Oliver Wilcox Norton. They are in front of the general's tent in 1862, where they wrote and played taps for the first time. It was written as a call to the troops for lights out, but today it is played at military funerals and flag ceremonies. Our students, families, and staff remember many veterans in their own families at Veterans Day. We are proud of the service that they have given to keep our country safe and allow us to enjoy the freedom that they serve to protect.